Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another video, and today we are diving back into Dinkum again. So, I've done a few bits and pieces since the last video. Our little Vombat Macy, still as big as ever. And let me quickly deal with these couple of bits of mail. And we've got John, what's he got? Well, like a light blue wool. Ooh. Everyone's trying to give me stuff to decorate with. Dropped this in my place the other day. If you didn't, please be honest and bring it back to me. I might go give that back to her. And I've also ordered my compactor. Yay! So I now have the requisite set of the relevant power tools, which is great. So that should be in place of the shovel. So let's go find a bit of raised ground and let's see what this does. I've not played with this yet. There should be some raised ground over by where my wattle trees are. Here we go. Oh, just completely. So you don't get any of the dirt back for it. It just flattens it down. Oh, that's going to make redoing some of the stuff around this island so nice. Yeah, so we can just literally do that, and a little bit of stamina, not too bad. And how the power's going to look on these. Oh, so it's like a Kango hammer. Oh, interesting. It won't take that down though. Interesting. So you've got to be at this level. Right, so you've got to be at the level directly below it. You can't stand on top of it. Interesting. So yeah, so you can't stand on top of here and drop it down. You've got to be at the side, at the level directly below it to do it. Okay. Good bit of mechanics to know there. And that way what I can do is I can flatten this area out, and then I can plant some more wattle seeds out here, which will then get me more wattle tea that can then be fermented into wattle brew, because that stuff gets you money. Right, let's get rid of light blue wallpaper. I did promise I'd get my hang glider out as well, so let's take a look at this. Right, so how does this work? Oh, no, okay, hang on, let's try jumping and left mouse button. Oh yeah. And alright, so I've got to keep pressing forward. So you jump, press forward, and then hit the left mouse button to initiate the glide. And then you press and hold the right mouse button. And, oh, cool. I'll keep pressing forward. Alright, cool. I imagine if you went from a higher elevation, you would probably do a lot better on the distance that you would travel, but it's not a bad way of getting across. Probably a good way of getting between a pair of the islands. Well, there's a croco around, so let's see how this goes. Hey, look at that. All the croco can do is let's try that over his head. Hey, they snapped at each other. All right, cool. Right, if we've got crocos going to be swimming around, let's go and make sure our traps are set. Oh, bananas are done. Right, that's a job for next day on the stream. Okay, cool. Got my traps set out ready. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Apologies for the beehives everywhere. I cut some more of my trees down and yeah, I ended up with quite a few beehives, so I've got a queen bee at the moment, so I'm going to make a new one of the official beehives, and I'll deal with that a little later. May not necessarily deal with it on this stream, but yeah. Oh, I've also got the sport glasses as well. I want to see how they look compared to the other ones I've got. Oh! Yeah, those are certainly a pair of sunglasses Steve Vai would probably quite enjoy, or maybe Joe Satriani. But I think I'll go stick with me Black pair of sunglasses, thank you. Right then, let me quickly, before I get too wound up, let me go and talk to Macy. Did you just kiss her bum? Dude, really? It's my wombat, not yours. Right, let me check on my chooks. Right, come on you, come here you. Right, thank you, Nugget. More poop. Lovely. Hi, right. Oh, Rain, can I talk to you quickly? I've got full hearts with her anyway. All on this plant thing. Yeah, cool. Okay, fine. So I can't really talk to her, so I can't give her the 10k back. Well, that's a shame. I'm gonna keep it. Right, good. So put the poo in there. And put the wallpaper in there out the way. And what have we got? What have we got? So we've got some apple jam. Oh yes, yes, yes. I haven't done with Macy yet. Right, come on, girl. Let's go milk our Macy. Right, yeah. So milking Macy gets you a single portion of milk. So I'm guessing more wombats, more milk. And when you come over to here, there is a new item, which if we go to our crafting table, if we scroll our way down, over here next to the grain mill, there is the cheese maker. Turns milk into cheese. So I haven't tried fermenting the milk yet. I don't know if that is something, but I've also increased my number of barrels as well. So I now have 10 barrels. Okay, so with the milk I can't ferment it. Alright, that's fine. But what I can do is I can pop it into our cheese maker. That fills up with milk, and then it sits there and chugs away to itself and gives us back a little portion of cheese, which is a 10-minute and gives some nice bits and pieces back. And we could sell that for a little bit of money as well, which is quite cool. Let me quickly go and dump my various stuff into my barrel, because I've got a load of the wattle tea. Let me dump this into here. I'll give me another 6 of the wattle brew. Right then. And I've got the bananas done, so the other plants should be up in the next day or so. And I can harvest all of those and start doing it all over again that we go through and get everything. Right, so let's sell goods. Right, so we'll sell 1 cheese just so you see how much it makes. So it's about 2.5k, which isn't bad. Yeah, thanks very much. But if we come back again and sell that along with our bottle brush brew, wattle brew, cheese and apple jam, we'll see how much that nets us. 87,000. That is not a bad amount of money for doing very little work, really. Mostly dumps, pick the fruit off the trees, dump it in the, like the wattle flowers and the bottle brush. Stick them all in the billy can, which is in multiples of 10. Wait 24 hours, take them out, dump them in a barrel, wait a couple of days, and you've got your brew. At which point, you start making money. Alright, good. So that's done. Still not. I haven't looked at all the recipes for the chook eggs yet. I'm just stocking them up at the minute in this one here. I've got quite a few chook eggs, which is nice. But I do need to also. Oh, good. My jackhammer is done. Let me quickly charge my dirt printer and put my fertilizer away. It's never ending, this bit. Right, so now we've done, we've got everything cleared up. Let's go see Franklin. It's gone 12 o'clock. Let's check the bulletin board. What do we got? An ingredient request, pumpkin soup. I'm short milk. If anyone can bring a milk, I'll happily... Oh! Bugger. If I'd have seen that earlier, I would have used my milk and given him that. Oh well. These things happen. What have we got today? It's Theodore's birthday, so let's go and embarrass him. Alright. Where's the nerd? Let's go give him a wedgie. What can I do for you? Do you want to chat? Happy birthday. What should I give him? Give him some honey. Nice. There we go. Made him one happy chappy. Lovely, lovely. What's the recycling bin? Face bandana black that looks like something. Looks like someone's tried to grow a ZZ Top beard instead. Alright, cool. Well, that's good. And oh, I can't remember if I did it on stream or not, or on video, but if I didn't, let me quickly just go and grab that. Which house did I paint? This one! Yay! So, normally these guest houses have the lovely rustic wood-panelled walls that look like something out of a 1970s blue movie. But with the wallpaper that I got, if you look, there we go. Doesn't that look more nice and wholesome? So, got that. I'm gonna do. I do want to get all these done up with extra stuff, just so that I can make some more. So that's making 3 and a bit K. What's different? I've added a sink in. Got a nice wardrobe. I'm definitely going to have to do a little bit of looking around and seeing what is... That's 2,926. Trying to see what furniture makes you the most rent. I don't know if there is any other aesthetics behind that. Whether it's just, you know, certain furnitures have certain values, but that'll be an interesting one to take a bit of a deeper dive into. I'm also as well been using my dirt printer to go and get myself some more area around here. But of course I've run into the stumbling block of the underground rocks, so that's something I'm going to look at separately. Some of these are too low down to be able to dig a single hole. Because you end up getting below water level, and of course you start swimming. But I will look at how best to handle that. I might see if there's any kind of dynamite or something. I've also as well moved my barbecues down, moved the cooking station down, got another couple of grinders, another grinder in there, and I've also increased my number of furnaces by another one, and so that's pushed the crude furnaces round here. Next time I'll have to move all my barrels down just to try and surround this area. And obviously still some number of billy cans. And I've put down another table saw. So yeah, I've done a few different bits and pieces. What have we got milestone wise that I've picked up? So we've got saw. Good, I only got 1,500 points, so that's good. Product producer, yeah, that's great. Actually take the animal products and make them better, so that's going to be something that would have been done on my cheese. So we've got the cheese maker here, which is obviously for your cheese, and then we've got what looks like an old spinny from back in the day, which obviously is going to be what's creating our cloth, but we don't have the little critter that gives us the stuff yet, so we'll come to that over time. And we've got our brewmatic, which is giving us another, so that's 200, we've made over 250 items in the brew keg, which is good. And, well, that one's a crap one. It's our composter, turning poop into something wonderful for your plants. Gets a load of fertilizer out. That's good. On our pedio, let's have a look at our people. Right, Rain is nearly at full hearts, 5 hearts. John is nearly at 5 hearts, but it showed 5 hearts a moment ago when I went and see him. Franklin getting there. Melvin, nothing's going to make him happy. Clover's got 1. Fletcher's nearly done. Owen's growing. Sally's growing. Theo's nearly done, but I'm sure he was showing full as well. Milburn. Oh, Melvin's one's alright. It's Milburn that's a grumpy sod. Mason haven't really looked at. Doug getting at him. Forrest is doing alright. River's okay. Sheila haven't got anywhere with her yet. But we have obviously seen Ted Selly. And thank you to Debos for the comments about good old Ted. And he has some very, very pricey items. But apparently they are the tools that he sells are some of the best in the game. And for example, he has a zapper, an alpha hammer, an ice hammer, battle shovel, which apparently is her go-to weapon until I have enough to make the Star Saber. Haven't seen what that is, or at least I haven't comprehended it. And then blast toads. I'm not sure what blast toads are meant to be. All I'm picturing is a bunch of toads that are stuffed with explosive. You like light a fuse and let them just hop off towards your assailant, and then watch them just explode comically. That would be absolutely funny as hell. But yeah, apparently Ted is there on Saturday after 3 o'clock, but you have to go and find him. Especially if you start doing stuff with the wishing fountain, apparently. You have to set it to dangerous. Otherwise, if you set it to peaceful, he just won't turn up. Which is a bit of a bugger, but then somebody selling weapons, if you set the game to peaceful, you're kind of not expecting them to really need to be there, really. Also as well, Adam's family has confirmed that the animals can get sick when they're dirty, but they can't die unless you've not protected them properly. In which case, if that happens, that's a you problem, that's not a game problem. And apparently the water doesn't stagnate either, which is good. Yeah, so we've got the Vombat milking churn, which we've seen. Oh, by the way, making that cheese press, by the way, just so we're going to be clear on the requirements. So you do need a milking bucket, which you can only get from Irwin. And then obviously iron bars and old gears. So that's cool. Any other interesting stuff that's come along? I've got a hardwood tool rack. That might be a fun one to build at some point, but again it's using iron bars and I'm getting a bit behind on iron bars. I still want to get this crafting table, but I don't have the cloth and I don't have the Burkonium bar yet. So Lord knows what the hell that's going to be. We'll find that out at some point. And let's see, anything else that we need to really look at? And not at this time. Well, we've got a dunny, but I think there's enough Rupu, and the Vombats are certainly creating some rather complicated shaped droppings, shall we say. And yeah, so they're cool. I might look at doing some other fun stuff with some of these different pathing ideas. I do like this path that I got a recipe from Franklin. But it's going to need 4 glowing mushrooms and a bag of cement to create 16 path. But it's the idea that you're going to have a path that's going to be glow in the dark. I mean, that to me sounds worth every mushroom and every bag of cement. So I may end up ripping some of my pathing out and just putting some of this in strategic areas, like for example like the main thoroughfare through the high street. You know, things like that. So I may have a play about with that in a later video. Or we've got a green tile path, but I don't really know how to make green paint yet. So, or at least if I do, I've not really bothered to take a look at it. We've got a ramp, which I think is going to be used for vehicles. And I must admit, I was having a look at like the flaming bat and stuff, but because I just do like the look of the croc teeth bat, but that to me, unfortunately, it's only hitting with a damage of 8. Whereas if I go in here and look at my spear, I've got distance and I've got a damage of 10. So that kind of becomes a redundant item for me. Unless there's something particularly, unless there's some kind of like residual other damage that it does, Like, for example, because it's got the flame sack and it's a flaming bat, unless it sets them on fire. But again, it doesn't explicitly say that. So it's interesting because the game gives some bits of information away, but then also as well subtly hints on certain other bits of items. So you kind of aren't always entirely sure. And while I've gone back to being a little bit low on iron again. I'm not going to waste an iron bar on that at this time. I mean, if that's the idea of going down to the mine with it, great. And then you could have it running around as just the item to carry and use. I do have the copper watering can as well, but it doesn't say if that carries more water or that you use less water per time that you're watering something. So I'm kind of in two minds on that one. And we've gone for the upgraded hoe. You know, no common hose here. I've got the copper hoe. So that's going to be interesting, but that requires a hoe and two copper bars. And so you can build it in the crafting station, but you have to get the hoe from rain. So that's that. Anything else I need to show off? I've got one of these hedge arches, which is quite funky. And so I've been toying with the idea of putting one of these outside one of the guest houses, or getting the house customization kits in to look at doing some changes to the houses as well. Because I figured that might be quite good fun to look at. So I might have a play around with that off stream and come back at some point. And I do need to build the rowboat as well. Oh, okay, it's 6:10. Alright, well, we've missed out on seeing everybody for today, which is fine. Let's go and quickly see actually how we doing over here on our mines, or our quarries, sorry. Cool, so we've got something out for the quarry. So yeah, this does come out every day, but this looks like it's just tin and copper. Not really the best in the world, but you know, it's not the worst either. And I need to work out what crops I'm going to be putting in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in summertime, because I may repurpose one of those either for a second Vombat, or I might be able to stick another Vombat hut down in this corner, and then have another feeding station and just have two Vombats running around in there. When I first got them, I was like, oh, I could probably get 3 or 4. Much like I want to get another couple of chooks. But now seeing the size that Macy's gotten to, I'm not entirely sure that that's going to work out. So what else can I do while I'm here? Fletcher's still got a space or a little part to do. I have 4 pumpkin I don't need. Yeah, you can sell me that without any problem at all. Because somebody wants some pumpkin pie occasionally. So that can go into here, where I have 3 pumpkins already. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. Let me see. So yeah, so we've had a look at the hang glider. It looks very cool. Might use that as an emergency get away from critter idea. I'm going to turn that off just so it's not buzzing away in my ears. Yeah, so I've got enough for some more tin, some more copper bars, and I've got enough for 2 more iron bars. So I'm just going to keep hanging them up. I've also as well, when I cut down a bunch of trees, I've got a load of trees, tree stumps that are ready to be processed, but I did do some processing off stream. So I've got like 64 gumwood, 52 palm, and 83 hardwood. And I'm slowly growing my quartz crystal collection. I feel like I should be burning incense and having a shop that sits there and has inspirational slogans on them, like, you know, finding yourself or something. One of those. We all know those kind of shops. We've all seen them around. Yeah, I hope they're helping somebody. Right, who else we got around here? Mason, what do you want? Need a hand with something. Do you think you could find me 6 Syrinx shells? Well, before the end of the day? Sod it. Let's give them a go. We've got a couple of hours. Let's go find some shells. 6 Syrinx. I do need to pad out here as well, so I'm not just running on the edge of the world. Although it's cool to be able to run on the edge of the world. Not quite sure I want to be doing that as I'm running around trying to pay attention to what's on the ground and not necessarily what's in front of me. Bucket. Scallops. Well, these scallops. Well, I want scallops. I couldn't find them. Now that I don't need them. I'm finding them bloody everywhere. Right, so Syrinx is slightly kind of ruddy, pinky purpley colour. Right, good. Let's see how many of them I can find. So I need to find 6 in total. Now we're doing 4, so I'm nearly there already. Oh. The old Sharky's keeping an eye out. He ain't gonna get me. Oh, I've got a bit of space. Let's see what's in these barrels. Tin sheet and old springs. Smooth slate. Lovely, lovely. Quickly stick that in there, out of the way. And the old springs could go in there as well. Right, let me go and quickly see if I can find myself another couple of Syrinx shells just before day runs out. So at least I get a little bit more with Mason, which will be cool. So I do still want to get everybody to 5 hearts. So I'm sure when they're at 5 hearts, they come and help out in your farm and things like that. Because that seems to be the way that it's working in the game. The people I see going in and tending to the animals tends to be people who have the most amount of hearts. So I do hope that's actually correct and me not just me making some dumbass prediction that's completely wrong. Right, and we've got another pearl. Can't remember why I needed the pearls in the first place, but I'm sure there'll be a crafting item. As a general rule of thumb in games like this, if there's something you can pick up, it's going to be something useful for you at some point in a game. It may not necessarily be something that you may want to take advantage of and use in your gameplay, but it certainly is something that cannot be overlooked. Right, got 6. Let's go find old what's his chops. Old Mason. If you go back to WWE history, the character Mankind, played by old Mick Foley, was originally going to be called Mason the Mutilator. Apparently Mick didn't like it and decided to pitch the idea of Mankind instead. So, odd bit of trivia there. Right, where is old Mason? That's my rain. Thank you. Good, that's my dirt printer done. There he is. Come here, Mason. Oh, I don't want you, Milburn, you grumpy sod. No, come here, Mason. Already found 6 Syrinx shells. No, I came chasing you down because I only found 1. Nice, nice, nice. What do we got? Alright, so 11k. Nice. Let's not sniff at that, eh? Right, cool. So we're pretty much done for today, realistically. I wonder who's going to come and visit us tomorrow. If there will be anyone coming and visiting tomorrow. Right, what's tomorrow got in store for us? Just a normal day. And then we have a fishing comp on the 22nd. And then we've got Sheila's birthday. I wonder if she'll bring her husband, Bruce. Bruce, this is Sheila. Sheila, this is Bruce. I know, my Aussie accent is appalling. Blame early episodes of Monty Python for that. Good. Right, we made 90,000. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We got Sally. Oh, how the hell am I going to get Sally to stay? I have no clue. Let's see what she wants. We might be able to get an easy bit of heart and get her closer to there. Hello, Sally. Yo. What I want to chat about? Got a job for me? 4 sand dollars. 4. Easy. He's back in a jiffy. Right. So again, we're looking for seashells, so we'll be running around the shoreline. And we'll grab those quickly. The old tongue twister they used to teach us in school. You know, that's she sells seashells by the seashore. Okay. They're trying to get us to pronounce words correctly. That was one of the little things we had to do. Way back in the dim and dark ages of schooling. She wanted 4. She's got 4. Alright, might as well, while I'm down this neck of the woods, let's grab and bring up another beehive. Oh, does anyone like my new beehive haircut? Look at that. Hey, doesn't that look good? Yeah. Or might be fun to walk in there with that on your head and go, make my hair look like this. Yeah. Would be interesting. Right, I think I've decided I'm going to fill this whole area in. Because I think I'm going to do the people, or the whatever the heck they're called. The sand critters that apparently are going to give me fur at some point later on down the line. Or so the rumor seems to be going. So, let me quickly deal with water chops. Come on then, Sheila. Don't worry about me. Just come in brandishing a dirty great big spear. No, you want to chat? Oh, I did that thing for you. Roll your 4 sand dollars. Now give me back some real money. Not bad, not bad. Made a little bit more money. Not stupid amounts, but hey. Right, let me get to Fletch first. What licenses can I apply to now? Because I've got 2,000. And I've got the animal processing license. So that's the spinning wheel recipe for processing wool. But the wool I've got to get from the pleep. So I need 4,000 in total for all that lot. Oh, dang it. $9,000 for my receive 15% off, or 15% more. Damn. I might as well unlock that while I'm here, and then I can get the spinny wheel. I don't need that anymore. And how am I doing on our debt? Oh, I've got quite $500,000 to play with, so yeah, donate. And 25. Right, there you go, 250,000. So that'll get us pretty much just under 1.5 mil left over. So it says Salty donated 250,000. Well, where's my congratulations? Where's someone going, yeah, you're doing really good? Nothing, I tell you. Palmwood flag. I mean, it's not anything I'm going to use, but... Hang on, didn't I? I've already taught you that recipe. Okay, cool. Don't need it then, don't care. Right, what can you make for me, Franklin? Let me show you what I can craft. Please don't waste my time. Apologies for the creaky chair. Right, so 3 million for a helicopter is a little bit out of my range right now. Maybe in a couple of days, we'll see. Hot air balloons. Was that 700k? Yeah, 700,000. So we've got a furnace, a vine. Now, vines I haven't come across yet, so that's kind of put that one on a back burner. Or you've got a combine harvester and I'll give you the key. That's the old Wurzel song was going. So old gear springs, iron bars, 20, crap. 2 old contraptions and 4 old wheels. Alright, well that's something. The ute's not bad, but it's 10 iron bars, so we're certainly getting into the racked up territory. 5 iron bars, so we're coming down. That's more my my particular desire at this point. Jet ski. I mean, that'd be nice to get between islands, but it's gonna have to wait on the iron bars again. Ride-on lawnmower stops the grass growing back. Oh, that could be really, really useful because the grass will respawn. So where you've cut down, leave it a week, 2 weeks, something like that, stuff starts popping back up again. I think so. Still not sure what the gacha machine is. You place money in it, who knows what you get, so it sounds like the opposite of a wish fountain. You put your money in and you don't get to choose what you're going to get. But, again, I want to try one of them at some point. You need 4 iron bars, 2 bright wire. I don't think I've got the iron bars for it again. Ah, oh, dang, damn it. Yeah, I've got 2 iron bars, so that's no good. That be no good. Oh, I haven't tended to my animals this morning. Bugger, I knew I've got something. Right, let's get her milking bowl out. Yeah, that's a complicated poo if ever there was one. That's gotta hurt coming out. Okay, feed's done there. Let's feed this one off and feed that one off. Get our big egg, dump it in a box that's no doubt going to make it spoil in the real world. But this is a game, so we'll forgive them their trespasses on that. And we're going to quickly milk Macy while she's running around. I wonder how many times I can milk her per day. I'm pretty sure things like cows, you could probably get a couple of milkings out of them if they're in a particularly good state. And sorry for the crassness, if their nipples aren't too sore, or teats, should I say, from the milking. Right, because some of those machines, the pressure that you get down from them is can be rather substantial on some of them. Remember a scouts trip there when I was a lot younger, going to a cow farm and having to watch the heifers getting milked, and we got to help as well. So, you know, I could say I've got hands-on experience, although I did have to wash them afterwards. Because this was back in the day before everything had to be rubber gloves. It's a wonder I ever survived. Cool. Anything else needs charging? other than my sanity? No, I don't think so. So let me grab our dirt printer and go and print me some dirt. Because see, what I'm thinking, as I said, was if I close this off and then build up the pathway pretty much straight across to that triangular island there, and it's got a corrugated or a serrated bottom to it, but if you stood that on the desk, it would still work fine in the exact way you'd expect it to. So, pearl picker, got that for getting some pearls, lovely. Got to be careful who you give them to though, because you don't want someone clutching your pearls. I think if we just go into the middle of this, that might give me the room. Oh, sod off. Right, so that's what we're doing now. We're not collecting ground anymore. We're just going along and we are printing it like some kind of 1980s supercomputer or robot. It's showing signs of wear and tear. Good, good. Okay, good. I've got a couple of rocks to deal with there. Not the end of the world, but they're going to certainly affect me at some point. Okay. Good. We are nearly done with that lot. Nope. Done it again. Coolio, right. Down there. Great. That could go back on charge. It's like keeping your old vacuum cleaner around. You just always keep it on charge if it's a rechargeable one. No, you're not really supposed to, but yeah, when do people worry about what they're supposed to do? If they've got an issue they need to resolve, a lot of people will just literally sweep it under the rug. Yes, you can see what I was trying to do there. Okay. Cool. Well, I think we're going to go and look at what we need for another Vombat enclosure. Animal stall, large animals. Iron bars, 3. Damn you. So I wonder if they could just be walled in with a normal bit of fencing, or if I need something more to cushion that. Okay. Let me see what I've got, because that might well be something I can work with. Right, so 3 iron bars, 2 spinifex tufts, and that's a hardwood blank, and tin sheet, and 1 or 2 nails. I've only got 8 nails in, so I may have to dip into my emergency funds and go and print up some more money. Apparently that's what, you know. Rather than printing money, we're printing ground. It's fun. Oh, lily pads. Oh good, so I can pick these up. Just have to dump something on top of them. There we go. So I can transplant those to the other location I want to put down the ground. Doo-doo. done. Oops. Cool. Let's get this area just enclosed off. And yes, that's my thinking for this area, is just to cover this whole bit in, take the lily pads, transport them elsewhere. Well, looks like normal seaweed. We can transfer that way somewhere as well. I've got a load of seaweed. And then just address the stones in the room. Then I can look to close off this channel. I might do that while I'm here. And I'm going to put that onto charge before I break it. Because while I was playing about off screen, I realised something with the old dirt printer. And probably it's going to be the same with the contractor. And I think any other power tools. Is when it starts flashing and gives you that little exclamation mark, it'll flash red every time you try and use it. That the you'd think, oh, the battery will just run low and it won't work. No. I made a mistake in doing one of my days on there. If you run it too low, it will actually completely disappear out your inventory, which is an interesting way of doing things. But yeah, it certainly makes you a little bit more cautious. I had to reload a save from that morning. It's a pain because I did a load of ground movement while I was doing it. But yeah, I mean, what I'd like to do is kind of extend this all the way past the Princess Leia monument there with her little her little buns that she had on the side of her head. I'm trying to think of the kind of buns I was thinking of, like the Danish pastries. That's almost a swirl. But yeah, try and get rid of her at some point. And otherwise, at the moment, I don't think I've got anything else that I can really show off that's going to be interesting on stream. Guys, 3:30. What's old Erwin got in? So we've got another milking bucket and another animal. I'll pick up the animal feeder because I do want to get some more chooks and obviously another wombat, because they're a lot of time. But we've got another pleep again. But the thing is, that looks small in the cage, and I was thinking that looks small in the cage when I bought Macy, the wombat. So I was hoping it might be some kind of weird undead creature. I mean, I've just been playing Infection Free Zone and Graveyard Keeper, which were obviously both sort of zombie horde type games, and you know, it'd be fun if the wombat was actually some kind of vampiric wombat. That would have been quite good fun. You know, just carry on the slight tinge of horror. Would have been funny. But guess that's my rather overtired brain. Very sort of long and busy day at work, so you know, my brain's kind of on its kind of autopilot, which means I'm probably kind of babbling all kinds of weird crap in this stream. So apologies for the random stream of consciousness and odd tangents my mind seems to go off onto. Heidi hi. Cool. Alright, well, I think what we'll do is we will call the episode there for now. There's not really much else I can really do on camera that's not just going to be more boring housework. I mean, hopefully we'll start having some other people coming to the island soon and actually wanting to stay. But it seems like their requirements are not just get to 1 heart and spend a little bit of money, and you keep spending until they magically go, yes, all right, enough, sending me money. I'm come and live over there. If only it was that easy. But anyway, please let me know in the comments below if you have any other suggestions on how best to do this, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, it really does help channel grow, and hopefully we can just grow it steadily but surely. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you very much indeed. Alrighty, you take care now. Cheers, bye.